Good morning. Welcome to the class, student. Today we are going to discuss about mean value theorem. In this theorem, in this topic, we are going to discuss three major theorems. One is Rolle's theorem, the other one is Lagrange's mean value theorem, and the other one is Cauchy's mean value theorem. You see here one by one, we'll start straight away. We'll start one by one. Now here the first one is Rolle's theorem. Okay, first one is Rolle's theorem. Okay, now what it says, so if a function f a comma b to r is such that the first one is f is continuous on closed interval a comma b. Second one is f is differentiable on open interval a comma b, and the third one is f of a is equal to f of b. Then there exists at least one c belongs to a comma b such that f dash c is equal to 0, it says. Diagrammatically I would like to explain, guys. You see here, what is that? Suppose if you take here like this, f of a, this is what, say f of b, and this point is b, and say this is f of a, this is what f of a, this is b, it will be like this. So it is continuous, differentiable. Then he said that definitely there is a one point c where f dash c become what? 0. That least definitely at least one. What is the meaning of at least one means? Yeah, I would like to draw another diagram so that you can get clarity. You see here, it may be several. Yeah, it may be several. This is what? F of b, and this is f of a. Okay, this is a, this is b. B, a point you can say now. You see here, these are all points you can consider. Right? This one is C1, this one is C2, this one is C3, this one is C4, C5 and C6 also you can say. Rolle's theorem says like this. Now, you see here another form of Rolle's theorem, or other form of Rolle's theorem also you can say that. Other form of Rolle's theorem is what? See, here he will define like this. If a function, what? If a function f a comma b, instead of a comma b, he will say that a comma a plus h, neighborhood, right neighborhood of a, okay, is such that the first one is f is continuous on a comma a plus h. Second one is f is differentiable on open interval a comma a plus h. Third one is f of a is equal to f of a plus h. Then there exists at least one theta belongs to 0 comma 1. Okay, one theta belongs to 0 comma 1 such that, okay, such that f dash a plus theta h is equal to 0. Okay, f dash a plus theta h, you can say that this one. What is this one? Another form of Rolle's theorem. We can say that this is what? Another form of Rolle's theorem. Another form of Rolle's theorem, you can say this. Okay, another form of Rolle's theorem is like this. Now you see here, after this one we are going to discuss about Lagrange's mean value theorem, that is LMVT. What it says, everything is same but only one point is missing. What is that? He never used the word f of a is equal to f of b. He says that a function is there, f is continuous, f is differentiable, right? F is differentiable, and also he says then, see here, then there exists, okay, then there exists at least at least one C belongs to A comma B, open interval, such that, okay, such that f dash C is equal to f of B minus f of A by B minus A. We'll say, what is the meaning of this? Diagrammatically I would like to explain. Okay, you see here, diagrammatically I would like to explain. Suppose you take f of B. For better understanding, I would like to draw like this. This is f of A, AB. Say this B, this is A, and he said like this. If you draw a line which is parallel to AB, there is a one point C. The meaning is what? There is a one point C in between AB, that where f dash C is equal to slope of AB, equal to slope of AB. He said like that. Or else you can draw, at least he said, no, you can draw several, no problem at all. You see here, several you can draw. Yes sir, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Of course, this is f of A, this is f of B, this is B, this is B, this is A. So you can say that C1, see, these are all points, C1, C2, C3, C4, last one is C5. You can say like this. Now, another form of Lagrange's, LMVT is also there. Another form of LMVT is, see, same as it is. If function f a to r is continuous and differentiable, then he said directly, without this third condition, then there exists at least, at least one theta belongs to, such that, you see here, f dash a plus theta h is equal to f of a plus h minus f of a by h will get. Okay, we have got like this. Right, this is another form of LMVT. Another form. Now you see the next one. What is the next one? Here very simple. And another one is Cauchy's mean value theorem we have. What is that? Cauchy's mean value theorem. Cauchy's mean value theorem. What? Cauchy's mean value theorem. Here everything is same, like it is almost all same, but here he would like to use 2 function. Okay, let a function f a to b and g also what? Same, defined on same domain, 2 functions. Let 2 functions f a to b to r, g a to b to r, right? And you can say like this also, f and g both, first condition, f and g both are what? Continuous on closed interval a comma b. Second one is f and g, okay, r, simply you can say that r differentiable on closed interval a comma b. Then there exists at least one c belongs to this, such that, you see here diagrammatically is not necessary, you can write here, such that, straight away you can say that f dash c by g dash c is equal to f of b minus f of a divided by g of b minus g of a. Remember, g dash c should not be equal to 0 for any value of c belongs to a comma b. It should not be 0 for any value of this. Right. In the same way, we can define here also, what is that? Another form of Cauchy's. Another form of Cauchy's theorem. Say here, same as it is, a function, instead of a function, 2 functions. Let 2 function f, g also what? A comma a plus h to r, you can say, right? And this is what? Same as it is, instead of saying one function, f, g, r, f and g are differentiable, and first one is continuous differentiable. There exists one, at least one c belongs to this. Yeah, we can write same as it is, nothing is there in this one, right? Directly we can write here other form of this, same, f dash a plus theta h by g dash a plus theta h, same as it is, f of here a plus h minus f of a divided by g of a plus h minus g of a, you can say. It is neighborhood, nothing but what is a neighborhood. And the previous one is what? We defined these are what interval, and this is what, it is also interval but neighborhood, the smallest one, right? So 3 theorem we discuss. Let us do the problems now. The problems are, the first one, see guys, here the first one is Lagrange's theorem, or first one will start with Rolle's theorem. Okay, Rolle's theorem Rolle's theorem cannot be applicable. Cannot be applicable. He said here cannot be applicable. Rolle's theorem cannot be applicable for, he said, 4 options are given. What is that? F of x is equal to under root of 4 minus x square in the interval minus 2 to 2, 1. Right, one is this one. The second one is f of x is equal to, see here, the second one is f of x is equal to step x, and x belongs to minus 1 to 1 he has given. And the third one is f of x is equal to x square minus 3x minus 4, and this is minus 4 and 1 in he said. And the fourth one is f of x is equal to cos 2x. Okay, cos 2x. F of x is equal to cos 2x in the interval 0 to pi he has given. Now out of this 4, which one is? Okay, here Rolle's theorem cannot be applicable. That means maybe all or may be applicable. 1 may not be, 2 may not be, 3 may not be. We have to identify. So you should have a idea of graphs. You see here, if you think properly this one about this, you have here y is equal to 4 minus x square, means x square plus y square equal to 4. Right, it will be what? Semicircle, Nana. Because under root, it cannot be negative. Semicircle, so minus 2 to 0, 2 to 0. Directly you can say that it is continuous, it is differentiable. Definitely there is a one point. It may be one point where it is x is equal to 0 is a point where f dash 0 is equal to 0. That c is what? 0. Definitely lies in this too. Yes, that means it is applicable. Now come down to the next one. Here you see this one. This one is polynomial. So you can say that directly, clearly every polynomial is continuous. Okay, every polynomial is continuous and differentiable. Whatever it may be the given interval, minus 4 to 1. The only thing is we have to identify whether Rolle's theorem applicable means third condition, f of a is equal to f of b. So now f of minus 4, if I write, that is 16 plus 14, right? 16 plus 14 minus plus 4. Right, I think this is whole cube. Right. Sorry, this is given in this way. X square plus 3x given in this way. I wrote a little bit wrong. X square means 16. This is what? 12. This is 4. Yeah, you are getting what? 0. And f of 1, if you write here 1 plus 3 minus 4, this is also 0. So f of minus 4 is equal to f of 1. One thing is very clear. Okay, clearly every polynomial is continuous and differentiable. The next one is f of 4 is equal to f of minus 1. We got it. Therefore here also you can say that it is also applicable. And very simple here. You see the third one. Third one is very simple. You see this. Okay, from 0. Right? It will be in this way. If it is 0, then it becomes what? Pi by 2. Not pi by 2, pi by 4 here. It becomes 0. Somewhere here pi by 2. And this is what? Pi. And the next one, 3 pi by 4. Actually 3 pi by 4. And this is pi. Okay, this is pi. Now very clearly I can say that with the help of diagram, it is continuous as well as what? It is differentiable, you can say. Right. And also you can check it out, f of 0 is and cos 0 and that is nothing but, next one is f of pi is nothing but cos 2 pi. You can see that the values are what? Both are 1. Both are 1. Therefore, Rolle's theorem is applicable. The only one thing is left out. This is step function. What is that? GIF. Okay, GIF, greatest integer function he has given. No doubt about it. Graphical idea if you have related to the function, you don't face any kind of problem, sir. -1 and this is 1. Clearly, you see here, clearly f of x, okay, f of x is, we can say that clearly f of x is discontinuous. Continuous at discontinuous at x is equal to 0. See here, there is a gap. So that means this is not applicable. The rest of all are applicable. Okay. Okay, you see here one good problem is there. The value of a for which x cube minus 3x plus a has two distinct roots in this one is given by this, he said. Now here, how to solve? You see here, one of the wonderful problem here, you have to identify some differences, and the most important point you are going to learn in this question. What? See here, let alpha, beta be the two values, belongs to what? 0, 1 you take down. Alpha, beta belongs to two values. In between these two you can say. Now we are assuming, and he said that f is, what happened here? F is a polynomial. I said it to you that polynomial is continuous. Therefore, f of x is continuous. Continuous on alpha comma beta, close interval alpha comma beta, because f of x is polynomial. Now f of x is differentiable, right, on open interval a comma b, alpha comma beta. And also that fellow says that two distinct roots, alpha beta are two roots. Roots means what? F of alpha and f of beta, both are what? Equal to 0. That means both are equal. Both are equal, then what? F dash c should be 0. See, f of x is, when he has given here x cube minus 3x plus a, f dash x become what? 3x square minus 3. So f dash c means 3c square minus 3 equal to 0. C is equal to plus or minus 1. Remember, I said it to you that in Rolle's theorem, C belongs to a comma b. I said open interval a comma b. You see here, both the values you take down never belongs to 0, 1. Open interval, it never, plus 1, minus 1 never lies in this one. So what we have to say that such value of a does not exist. This is. If it is, even though boundary is there, we are not going to take, because it's an open interval means a1 is not there. Here we got it 1. So definitely we can say that such C never exists. Here such C never exists. That means does not exist, simply you can say, right? One of the best examples. Yeah, you see here one previous IIT question I selected. In the IIT examination, he has given, based on Rolle's theorem, he has given one question like this. If f of x is equal to like this, greater than, less than, he defined in this way, the Rolle's theorem is already applicable in between 0 and 1, then alpha may be equal to dash, he said. Yes, sir. Rolle's theorem is applicable means the given one is continuous, that given one is differentiable, then f dash c is also what? 0. So you have a choice to define, you have so many options are there for you. I would like to go for continuity. Continuity means what? Limit extends to 0, f of x is equal to, at x is equal to 0 only, na? F of x is equal to 0 is f of 0. I would like to take continuity condition to get the value of alpha. What I am getting here, limit extends to 0, f of x means x to the power of alpha log x is there. And this is what? 0. You see here, everything is over. If you substitute 0, 0 into infinity form is there. 0 into infinity form is there means you have a choice to write like this, sir. 1 by x to the power of alpha. Now I converted into what? Infinity by infinity. Previously it was what? 0 by 0. 0 into infinity form. 0 into infinity form. I converted while writing like this, 0, infinity by infinity. Now limit extends to 0. Once again, for better understanding, I would like to write like this. Nothing will happen. It is also same infinity minus infinity form. Now I would like to, by using L'Hospital rule, okay, by using L'Hospital rule, I want to differentiate 1 by x here, you see here, minus alpha, x to the power of minus alpha minus 1, right? This is equal to 0. Now furtherly, for better understanding, I would like to write over here, what happened here now, you see, limit x tends to 0, x to the power of alpha by minus alpha, x to the power of alpha by minus alpha is equal to 0, is there? Now it is very clear, sir, directly substituting is not the criteria. What is alpha is asking, right? What is alpha? Alpha is negative, positive, what, 1, 2, etc. Sir, here alpha must be in this condition. This condition holds good only one case, alpha greater than what? 0. If and only if I can say that, if and only if I can say that alpha is greater than 0, then only it is exists. Alpha is positive. What is the positive condition here? This is not satisfying, this is not satisfying, this is also not satisfying, this is the only one. In the place of 1 by 2, if you write 1000 is also there, I have to mark that one because greater than 0, na? That's why I have to take. Right, the only option is left over for us, that D option. So guys, please be careful while solving this type of problem. Yeah, one more example is here. If he has given like this, one condition is also there, two conditions are there. One is like this only in constant, whereas here variables are also there. So he said here it is nowhere connected to, he has not given any name here. We are supposed to decide what it is, how to do here. We have to decide here. Now you see, when he has given like this, you just think about Rolle's theorem. In the Rolle's theorem, where we have equation f dash x is equal to 0, there is a chance to get equation. And f of a is equal to f of b, we will get what? Both the constant, both are equal, we are showing that. The only one thing is where f dash x is equal to 0 is a equation, there is a chance to get that. Now think about that one. That means what I am saying here, directly I am saying here, the given one is f dash x is equal to 0. This one, if you treat this one is f dash x is equal to 0, you can write f of x. How? By integrating. You see here, after integrating, what will get? Ax cubed by 4, ax to the power of 4 by 4, 3bx cubed by 3, 2c x square by 2, and dx you are getting. I integrated that one because I have to define what is that. If you treat that the given one is f dash x is equal to 0 is given, then f of x become what? Like this. Now you see here f of x is what? Ax to the power of 4, bx cube, cx square, dx. Sir, clearly, right? Clearly, f of x is what? Polynomial, which is continuous as well as differentiable, but the thing is in which interval, where we'll get, and supportingly he has given one more condition here. Now you just think about the options. Now it is very clear that if you substitute 0, what happened here in f of 0, 0, b 0, here b 0, c 0, d also what? 0. Overall we are getting what? 0. Right, f of 0 is 0 we are getting. That means this is, you can avoid this one. 1 and 3 is there, 0 we got it here. Let us see. Why? The next one is here, you see here. 27, 9, 3, etc. is there. Whether we have to go for 1 or 3. Means here 3, product of 3 are there. That's the reason. What I am doing here, f of 3 I am substituting. Because 3 see here, I identified that it is a product of 3. It is also product of 3. It is also product of 3. There is a chance to get the same one. Let us see. So A, 3 to the power of 4. B, 3 cube. C, 3 square. And D and 3, we got it here. Now if you take 3 common, 27A, 9B, 3C plus D. Sir, if you say that given, he has given that it is 0. So 3 into 0, that is what? 0. So can we say like this, f of 0 is equal to f of 3? Yes, f of 0 is equal to f of 3 means what? Definitely there exists at least one C such that C belongs to 0 to 3. Means what? At least one root, at least one real root lying between what? 0 and 3. Root for what? F dash x is equal to 0. F dash x is equal to 0. Well, move on to the next one. We discussed several examples. Now we are going for LMVT. Now he said here the value of C in LMVT for f of x is equal to log x, he said. LMVT is there. What is that formula? F of x is continuous. You know very well log x is continuous, log x is differentiable. What is the diagram here? Here directly you can say, sir, this is 1. See here 1, somewhere here E. Okay, he defined in this way. It is continuous as well as what? Differentiable. No need to check about those all things because diagrammatically everything is clear. The only thing is what? F dash x is equal to f of e minus f of 1 by e minus 1. Right? According to LMVT, the third condition. What is the condition? If those two are continuous and differentiable means this is the condition. Now, you see here 1 by x is equal to f of e, that is log e, minus log 1 by e minus 1. Log e is, this is 0. 1 by x means f dash c. Na? If I said that f dash c, then I have to write here c. Right, c. Then here it is 1 by e minus 1. The value of c is e minus 1. Okay, e minus 1 is the answer. We got it, sir. One more example I have taken on Lagrange's mean value theorem. He has given like this. Okay, the value of c on Lagrange's mean value theorem for this one. This is what polynomial. No need to check the two conditions because it is continuous as well as differentiable. Every polynomial is continuous as well as differentiable in the given interval. The only thing we have to go for Lagrange's, he said. What is the Lagrange's one? F dash c, because this c belongs to, I have taken, I have to prove that c belongs to a comma b. I have to prove what is the value of c here, that we have to get it. See, f dash c is equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a is there. F of b, l b square m b plus n l a square m a minus n divided by b minus a, sir. This is what f dash c. Let us check it out what happened here. N gone. So we have here L into b square minus a square, right? And the next one is m into b minus a divided by b minus a. After cancelling that, we have here b plus a m. Now f dash c, if we differentiate, what happened here? 2, you see here, f dash x is nothing but 2lx plus m. In the place of x, we have to substitute c. 2lc plus m. Now here 2lc plus m gone, sir. So L also got. Here c is equal to b plus a by 2. Definitely b plus a by 2 means what? It definitely belongs to a comma b. There is no doubt. It is a middle point. Okay, you in coordinate geometry you have here a plus b by 2. Middle point it is. So that definitely it lies in the interval a comma b. One question I would like to discuss, another form of LMVT. Sir, LMVT and roles. Roles is a part of LMVT, I can say. Why? Because f of a is equal to f of b is given. Then this is one of the case of LMVT. F of a is equal to f of b, then f dash c is equal to 0 ultimately. There also what the same thing is going to happen. So I would like to discuss one question based on another form of roles and this one. One question, sir. Now you see here he has given like this. What is that? Mean value theorem, he said. You can use anyone. Now here I want to go with this one. See, f dash x means you will get here 2ax plus b. Right? F dash x is equal to 2ax plus b you are getting. But according to the rule, f dash a plus theta h is equal to f of a plus h minus f of a divided by here h you have. Okay, according to the rule. Because if these two are equal, f dash c is equal to 0. The same thing we are going to get. So that's the reason I have selected this. So now f dash a plus theta h. What is the value of theta? Theta value you know very well. Theta must lie between 0 and 1. So now you see here, if I substitute here, start substituting in this case. Don't worry. Here don't get confusion. Here a plus theta h is there. This a will never match because this is the rule here. Our a is this. Our h is this one. If you take like this, no problem. You can get it right. A you can take like that. So now f dash, this is nothing but f dash 1 plus 2 theta. This is so f dash here a plus h. A plus h is nothing but what? You see this one, a plus h means this is a plus h, sir. This is a plus h. You see here a plus h. A plus h is equal to 2 means h is equal to 1, sir. Remember h is equal to 1. So now a plus h. A plus h. He said that a plus h. A plus means f of 2. F of a. F of a is what? 1 divided by h. H is also 1. Now f dash 1 plus theta we have to write 2a into 1 plus theta plus b. Now f of 2. Here 2 means 4a square. 4a plus 2b plus c minus a minus b minus c. These two are gone, sir. Now what we have here? 3a plus b. Whereas here 2a 1 plus theta plus b we have. B also gone. A also you can cut it off. 2 into 1 plus theta is equal to 3 we have. So that is nothing but theta is equal to 3 by 2 minus 1. Theta is equal to 1 by 2. You see here, definitely it lies between this one. So the answer is 1 by 2 is the correct answer. In this way, we are going to apply other form of Lagrange's theorem. Sometimes they will ask this type of question also. F is differentiable for all x. Differentiable, every differentiable function is continuous, no need to worry about that. And f of 1 is equal to minus 2 and f dash x is equal to 2, and the interval he has given f of 6. So by using LMVT, if I use using LMVT, what is the condition? F dash c, right? F dash c, you can say that f dash x also, chalega. F of, what is the condition here? F of 6 minus f of 1 divided by 6 minus 1. Now you see here f dash x is there, right? F dash x means here you can write c also, chalega. Where means x is equal to c, nothing will happen. So here in this case, you see here in this case f of 6 he has not given anything. We will keep this one as it is. What about this one? F dash 1, f of 1 is nothing but what? Minus 2. So minus 2, here it is 5. Now the question is, he said that f dash c. He said that f dash c, sir. F dash c is like this. We got it. F dash c in this way. Now he has given one condition. What is that? F dash x is greater than or equal to 2. You write c or x, whatever happened, it happened. So you can substitute here. F of 6 plus 2 by 5 is greater than 2. Now you can write here f of 6 plus 2 greater than or equal to 10, and f of 6 is greater than or equal to 8 you are getting. So the answer is like this. Now this type of questions may also ask in the case of what? Lagrange's. Okay guys, now you see here one of the difficult zone of mean value theorem, because here he has not given any function. He has given all conditions, right? 0 less than alpha less than beta less than pi by 2 he has given, and here tan beta by tan alpha is greater than k. What is k? If you observe the options, alpha beta, beta alpha, something is there, but alpha beta is involved. Here also involvement is there. So to solve this type of functions, first of all you have to define function. How to define? You see here f of x, you have what? Two choices. By seeing this one you can write, either you can write tan x by x or x tan x. Any one of this you can write. There is a chance, either this or this one. Now I would like to go with the product first. UV formula is easy for me, that's the reason. X tan x I would like to take. Whether I'll get or not later onwards, I have decided like this, x tan x. Okay, x tan x is also supporting to get this one. Let us see. Now what happened here? F dash x. If you differentiate 1 into tan x, next x into what? Secant square x. Now you see 0 to pi by 2, it is 0 to pi by 2 means more than 1 point something chiller. So 0 to anything, if you substitute here, ultimately you can say that for all those values, this is positive, this is positive, this is also positive, overall f dash x is positive. I can say that overall f dash x is positive. Now what he said here, alpha beta, a part of that interval 0 to pi by 2 you have taken. Okay, in that interval you have to talk alpha beta. No doubt that this is continuous, this is differentiable. Yes sir, though by using LMVT, f dash c, you see here f dash c, f of beta minus f of alpha by beta minus alpha. We have, according to LMVT, we know very well that it is continuous. And also we got it that f dash x is greater than 0. That means it is compulsory, you can say that it is positive. That means you see here, after simplifying, f of beta minus f of alpha by beta minus alpha is positive. Anyhow you see this, beta minus alpha is also positive, so need not worry. F of beta minus f of alpha is greater than 0 you are getting. That is f of beta is greater than f of alpha is there. Right, f of beta, f of alpha is there. What is f of beta? Here you substitute beta into tan beta. Here alpha into tan alpha. You got it like this. Now if you rearrange tan beta by tan alpha is greater than alpha by beta. So now what is the value of k? K is alpha by beta. K is alpha by beta, we got it. Yeah, this is also one of the good problem. You see here, A1 is equal to, like this he has given. So by seeing this one, we can analyze f of x is equal to x to the power of 1 by 3 we can take. F of x is equal to x to the power of 1 by 3 we can take. And you see here, all are what? 27, 28 is there. 27, 3 will get for 27. And 28 I would like to assume this. Because 28 is also there. And after substituting, I may get what? 3 whole to the power of 1 by 3 means 27, 28 easily we can identify. Now after identifying this one, what I would like to do, f dash x I'll do. So f dash x means 1 by 3 x to the power of 1 by 3 minus 1. So 1 by 3 here x to the power of 2 by 3 will get. But f dash c we want 1 by 3 c to the power of 2 by 3 is there. C to the power of 2 by 3 is there. Now the question is, what is that c? C should belongs to, see here, C should belongs to 27 and 28. Right, I want to raise the power, I want this structure, that's why I want to raise the power to 2 by 3. C to the power of 2 by 3. This is 28 to the power of 2 by 3 is there. Here 3 gone, 9. C to the power of 2 by 3 less than, here 28 to the power of 2 by 3 is there. Now I want to, here 3 is also there, I multiplied 3. So 27 less than 3 into C2 to the power of 3 less than here 3 into 28 to the power of 2 by 3. Reverse, 1 by 27 is greater than 1 by 3 into C2 by 3 and greater than, you see this one, what I am getting here, 1 by 3, 28 to the power of 2 by 3. One simple calculation I would like to show you here, 1 by 3, 28 to the power of 2 by 3 can be written as, here 28 to the power of 1 by 3 and 1 by 28. Shall I write? Why? Because you see 28 to the power of 1 minus 1 by 3 downwards. 1 minus 1 by 3 is nothing but 28 to the power of 2 by 3. Is same. Is same. That's the reason I can write here 1 by 27 greater than 1 by 3 c to the power of 2 by 3. Here 1 by, everything is there sir, greater than c 28 to the power of 1 by 3 by 3 and 1 by 28. Definitely it is greater than 1 by 28. So 1 by 27 greater than 3 c to the power of 2 by 3 greater than 1 by 28. Now the question is, what is this value? What is this value? What we are getting here? According to the according to Lagrange's mean value theorem, f dash c become what? F of 28 minus f of 27 divided by 28 minus 27. Now, you know very well that 1 by 3 c to the power of 2 by 3 we got it, f of 28. So 28 to the power of 1 by 3, this is 27 to the power of 1 by 3 by 1. That is nothing but 28 to the power of 1 by 3 minus 3 we got it. So this is 1. If I say that 1 and this is 2, from 1 and 2 I can write 1 by 27 greater than 28 to the power of 1 by 3 minus 3 greater than 1 by 28. So what I can say that A1 B1 is nothing but what? 1 by 28. Yeah, first one 1 by 28 comma 1 by 27. One of the best problem we did it sir. One of the best one we did it sir. Please remember that one of the best we did it. One more wonderful problem we are going to discuss now. What he has given here, let f of x be a continuous function on closed interval a comma b and differentiable open interval a comma b, and he has given that f of x is also what? Not equal to 0 for all x belongs to a comma b, he said. For all x belongs to a comma b he has given here. Then there exists theta, a comma b belongs to a comma b he has given. This is closed interval sir. Okay, belongs to such that this is we have to find. Now by using this data one can easily identify a and b is there. So I would like to assume one function f of x, right? Now what I am taking here, x minus a, x minus b and f of x also taking, because f of x is continuous and differentiable in a comma b. That's why I would like to define it here. So on this function I would like to define like this. Our aim is to prove this. That's the reason I selected in this way. The reason is very clear. It is continuous. If you substitute, what is the basic reason is h of a means 0 and h of b is also what? 0. Therefore h of a is equal to h of b. and I no need to check the remaining two condition. Why? This is polynomial, this is a function. Product of these two continuous function is continuous. Product of two differentiable function is differentiable function. Need not worry. So like this we got it. Once you got it, according to the Rolle's theorem, here Rolle's theorem is applicable. According to the Rolle's theorem, h dash x is equal to 0. Right, h dash x is equal to 0 we are getting now. H dash x. Now you see here I am going to differentiate this one. Now later onwards I'll take what is x? X is nothing but theta. That I would like to substitute later. But right now I would like to differentiate here. You don't get confusion. 1 x minus b into f of x plus here 1. Now x minus a. This is 1 f of x. Another one UVW formula I am using, sir. X minus a, x minus b, f dash x, which is equal to 0. I use this condition. Now here x is nothing but theta, right? Theta minus b, f of theta. Here theta minus a, f of theta. Here theta minus a, here theta minus b, f dash theta. Yeah, I want to rearrange this one. You see here f of theta, if I take here theta minus b is 1, theta minus a is another one, right? Another one is minus theta minus a and theta minus b into f dash theta. Now finally, if you take these two this side and that one divide, I mean to say that both the side divide by this one, you will get 1 by okay theta minus a here, 1 by theta minus b here, and minus f dash theta by f of theta. We got it here. Now actually here without minus we want. So minus if you send that side, f dash theta by f of theta is equal to 1 by a minus theta, 1 by b minus theta. We got it this. He is asking that what is the value of this? What is the value of this means the second option is one of the options, sir. Now one more problem we are going to discuss. Now we'll do one problem based on Cauchy's formula. What is that? You see here two different functions he has given. According to Cauchy rule, you can say that according to the Cauchy's rule, you can say that f dash c by okay here phi dash c is equal to f of b minus f of a by, and here it is phi of b minus phi of a, right? Just we have to write like this. Now what I am doing here, you see here. Now here two things I have to do. This is what root b minus root a minus root b, and the next one is 1 by root b minus 1 by root a. Yeah, we are getting here root b minus root a divided by minus of root b minus root a into root b. After taking LCM we got it like this. Finally minus root a b you can write, because 0 less than a less than b if you take is good. Okay, I am taking like this, otherwise you cannot define this one. A is greater than less than b. What we have here? We have here f dash c by phi dash c. Now you see here separately we will deal. What is that? F of x is equal to root x. So f dash x is nothing but 1 by 2 root x. Right? This is one. Another one is phi of x is nothing but x to the power of minus 1 by 2. Phi dash x is nothing but minus 1 by 2 x to the power of minus 3 by 2 you can get. Why? Because 1 by 2 minus 1. So minus 1 by 2 root of here c root c you can write if I said here phi dash c. Now I can write in the place of this as 1 by 2 root c divided by minus 1 by 2 c root c is equal to minus root ab. Yes sir, these two gone. What we have? Minus c. This c goes to the numerator, minus root ab. Definitely c is what? ab. We got it, c is ab. Cauchy's formula. We are applying Cauchy's formula like this. One last problem. Okay, if he has given like this, he has not mentioned any theorem, nothing is. Yes, you see that f of x, g of x are what? Two continuous functions, and do are differentiable function. There exists one c such that he has given everything, and he is asking the value here. The most important thing is by see this one, don't get confusion that it is divisible. Divided symbol is there, not plus symbol. And also if you carefully observe, f of a, g of a is same after differentiating also. The changes take place in the place of b, we got it what? C here. So guys, I can analyze the function h of x like this. What is that? F of a and g of a. Here f of x and g of x. I'll take like this. By LMVT, I would like to go with LMVT. H dash c, you can take h dash c. What is the derivative of this one? Well, how to differentiate? This is what 0, 0, here f of x, g of x, here, right? Actually, the moment you are going to differentiate here, h dash x, you are getting what? First like this, plus next one, f of a, g of a as it is. Now next one is like this, you will get, sir. This is, now finally you have here like this, f of a and g of a, and here f dash x, okay, g dash x we have. Now by using LMVT, h dash c is equal to h of b minus h of a by b minus a, we have to write, right? This is LMVT, na? Right, that's why. Here you see what we are getting here now. You see now h dash c, no problem here. H dash c means this one, f of a, g of a, here f dash c, g dash c, we got it here. Now h of b, if I substitute b here, I'll get like this, f of a, g of a, f of b, g of b, yes sir, this one. And the next one is a, if I substitute here f of a, here also what, f of a, g of a, here also what, g of a, okay, like this, divided by b minus a is there. This is anyhow 0, and finally f of a, f dash c, g of a, g dash c, determinant, sir, divided by f of a, here f of b, and g of a, this is g of b, divided by, and what we have here, b minus a. How he has given here, this in the denominator, this is the numerator. For this answer is b minus a you will get. So reverse, that is he has given like this, f of a, f of b, g of a, g of b, see here like this, f of a here, f dash c, and g of a, g dash c, he has given here like this. Therefore you can write reverse order, that is b minus a is your answer. B minus a is your answer. Guys, I did all types of problems in mean value theorem. So my sincere request, student, I did all types of problems on mean value theorem. I discussed clearly everything, right? Okay, please practice well, get command on this topic. Okay, thank you guys.